sun. Tryna tell me love, you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love, you are the only one. She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Shut the trees, she stay with the streets. I heard the heat, I'm all in the hood. I'm smoking the woods, she all in the woods. I'm rocking the mist, she told me how it feels. She know what it is, I come in the vet. I come for respect, I come for your neck, you know what it is. I'm smoking the weed, that's side with these. She on her knees, she just on the police. She know what it is, she from the hood. Bad was, I'm all in the car, popping a bra. She smoking the weed and drinking Douce. Shawty wanna pull up, Shawty wanna pull up. Saying that she not a bimbo when she ride on 4 Giados and she know she dropped the bottle. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up. Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love, you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love, you are the only one. She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Ride around my side of town, girl, you know how it's going down. You crazy. You just like to drive the boat, get dope, and stay wavy. You're a fucking treat, you're a fucking treat. You are for the street. Killer shot, she busted up like Selena. Ass bitch, she looking like she dreaming. She ain't no contender, she only a beginner. 30 niggas from Granada, bitch don't get nada. Bitch be rockin' Prada, only eat McDonald's. You crazy, you crazy, you crazy. You a Big Mac thing, you fucking lazy. You don't faze me, you fucking crazy. You ain't the only one, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one, you ain't the only one.
Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love, you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love, you are the only one. She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Fire! 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 Reppin' the roll, foreign daddies with my name on their toes. These daddies have knocked me out, she put the seat back in the Odyssey. Little mama wanna suck and to swallow me, whack ties.
Welcome to the Check-In Report. I am your humble yet gracious host, True and Livin. I'm in the building. I'm not your homie, I'm the one and only macaroni. Today's topic, Fat Joe performs at SeaWorld with the orcas under the sea. Let me know, is Fat Joe auditioning to be the next orca, the next beached whale at SeaWorld? He performed at SeaWorld. I'm no fan of the guy. I think he is one of the worst rappers who have ever touched a mic. I think he's garbage. He's a terrible interviewer. If you've ever seen the podcast Joe and Jada, every time he's there and they have a guest, he always brings the interview back to himself. He always does that. It's always him bringing the interview. He could have anybody there. He could have an acclaimed artist like a Jay or a Nas, and he'll always bring the conversation back to himself. I seen him sit down with Jim Jones. Jim Jones is talking about his career and what he's done in the game, and Dipset and all the great things he's done, Fat Joe kept bringing the conversation back to himself. Fat Joe, you are an interviewer. You are not the interviewee. You have taken the mantle of being a podcaster. So that means you have to shut up, sit down, allow others to talk, and engage in conversation. It shouldn't be a conversation always coming back to you. He's terrible. He's a terrible interviewer, excuse me. But yeah, Fat Joe, he went down to SeaWorld. He's auditioning to be the next orca at SeaWorld. He's auditioning to be the next orca at SeaWorld. And he was out there. He was out there doing his thing. Oh, let me see if I can put this up here. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, he's out there SeaWorld showboating. And I guess, I don't know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say money's low, and I'm sure he got a nice bag for being there. But he's out there at SeaWorld, and people ain't really vibing. People are not really vibing to the music. People ain't really vibing to what he's rapping about, and people are kind of just like, who is this nigga? Who is this 300-pound terrible rapper? Salute to Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo says, hold on, let me put you what Yo-Yo said. Yo-Yo said, I'd rather be entertained by Tom the Mime and Shamu at SeaWorld. I agree. No, nobody wants to see Fat Joe at SeaWorld. The kids that are there, the kids, they want to see the animals, they want to see the whales, the orcas, they want to see all of the different fishes and all the different things at SeaWorld. Nobody brought a ticket to see Fat Joe. And SeaWorld, they bring rappers, and they're bringing rappers, and I thought that was a nice touch. I'm actually a proponent of that. When I saw Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, I thought that would be lovely, because kids love that youthful music. They love that, they love Soulja Boy, they love Bow Wow. And a lot of these, millennials like me, they would absolutely love to see these individuals. So it's also, something for them. And it's fun for everybody. It's fun for the kids. It's fun for the adults. It's fun for everybody. But when you got Fat Joe up there, the knock-kneed Puerto Rican, niggas don't want to see Fat Joe. Even the damn orcas and the whales don't want to see Fat Joe. Nobody want to see Fat Joe. Let's take a look at it. So he's out there. He's out there in SeaWorld. How far we have fallen off, Fat Joe. You used to sell out arenas. You used to sell out arenas. You used to sell out all the events, all of the hip hop hardcore clubs, the tunnel. You went from the tunnel to SeaWorld. Fire! And humor me in the poll. Should Fat Joe audition to be the next orca? Should he audition to be the next beached whale? I want to know. Inquiring minds need to know. He's about the size of an orca. He could swim in the tank with the orcas under the sea. Let me know if you would like to see it. But let's get back into Fat Joe at SeaWorld, performing with the orcas and performing with the whales. Let's get back into it. So this was in San Diego. Look. People are sitting down. Niggas ain't engaged. They looking like, what is going on here? I don't see nobody with their hands up. I don't see nobody having a good time, Fat Joe. What the hell is going on, Fat Joe? This is where your career has gone? Performing at SeaWorld? This is what happens when you talk crazy about FBA. You go from performing in stadiums, performing in arenas, to performing at SeaWorld. Salute to Sinclair. I see Sinclair's in the building. Hold on, let me put what Sinclair put up. Let me see what she said. Sinclair said, "I'd rather." Well, hold on. My thing is messing up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sinclair says SeaWorld is a step below the rickety country fair. Yeah, man. Listen, man. You know, he used to be performing. He used to be performing in arenas, performing in stadiums. He went from performing in stadiums and arenas to performing at SeaWorld. He might as well get a county fair. You know, maybe the parking lot at Walmart. Maybe they'll book him next. You know, maybe that'll be the next step. But you know, when I'm looking at this, people don't want to see him. People ain't excited to see him. People ain't, oh, Fat Joe is in the building. No, I don't see people, you know, really having a good time in the crowd from what I'm seeing. Look, people look bored. They look uninterested. They don't look galvanized. They're not excited to see him. They're like, well, you couldn't get Bow Wow. You couldn't get Soulja Boy. Nobody's excited to see this dude. They all look uninterested. Come on, you're at SeaWorld talking about you got 100 guns and 100 clips? This is why people don't want to see you, Fat Joe. Your music doesn't resonate. Fat Joe, you're at SeaWorld. You're at SeaWorld with the orcas, with the whales, with the dolphins, talking about you got 100 guns and 100 clips. What are you gonna shoot a damn dolphin? You got all these. You got 100 guns and 100 clips for the baby seals and the goldfishes. Is he that tone deaf? I would think to say, you know what? I'm in San Diego. I'm in SeaWorld. Let's do the family-friendly songs. Let's do Lean Back. Let's do the edited version of Lean Back. Let's do Make It Rain. Let's do like a family-friendly show. He's up there at SeaWorld rapping to a bunch of kids talking about he got 100 guns and 100 clips. Sinclair says he'll be serving corn dogs at the racetrack. That's a fact. But yeah, like, is he that tone deaf to be going to a SeaWorld where you have people with their kids, you have, you know, adults there. Now listen, the adults there, they paid their money, and I'm sure there was a few adults there that were happy to see him. But how tone deaf can you be to be performing in front of kids and you're talking about you got 100 guns and 100 clips? Fat Joe, you're performing for baby seals and kids. And for adults, they don't want to hear that. Do a family-friendly show. But see, the thing about Fat Joe, he's not family-friendly. He doesn't know how to do a family-friendly show. He's not ready to take his show to the big stage. So of course he's up there, you know, doing a show like he's in front, like he's in a tunnel or something. He's at some type of grungy hip hop club. No. This is a family. This is a SeaWorld, and I'm sure SeaWorld didn't want him to perform a song like that where he's talking about 100 guns and 100 clips. Look, people that look uninterested, they're not happy to see him. People just look uninterested. They're not happy to see him. They're like, what is going on here? You're in San Diego. Nobody in San Diego cares you're from New York. You're in San Diego. You're across the country. They don't care you're from New York. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. You're in San Diego. Do a family-friendly song for San Diego. Nobody cares you're from New York and you got 100 guns and 100 clips. This dude is a clown. Look, the crowd is uninterested. You got a few people in the crowd. They're trying to get in, enticed. I guess they try, but the majority of people, they're just sitting down. They're just uninterested in the show. I never even heard this song. I don't know what song this is. I don't even know what song. Have y'all heard that song before? I've never heard that song before. Yo-Yo says Fat Joe was already a corny cornball. I agree. He's always been a corny cornball. He's always been a corny cornball. Sinclair says there was about 60 people in all. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nobody brought it. Nobody brought a ticket to SeaWorld to see Fat Joe. Nobody came there to see Fat Joe. People are there. It's one of those things. I'm sure it's like, we're here. We already seen all the attractions. We've already, seen the orcas. We've seen the water show. We've seen all what we needed to see. Why not go to a Fat Joe concert? It's almost like one of those things. It's not necessarily something that you're there for. But if you've seen the orcas, if you've seen the whales, if you're seeing all the other attractions and you're there, you might as well go to a Fat Joe show. Why not? I'm sure it didn't cost them nothing to go see that show. I'm sure it didn't cost them nothing. I'm sure it was included in the ticket. So why not go? Have you ever heard this song? I've never heard this song. He's playing songs we never even heard. We don't want to hear your trash new songs, Fat Joe. Play the hits. Yeah, I never heard this song. Walking out knock-kneed. That was a terrible performance, Fat Joe. You had no energy. No type of swag, no type of presence on stage. Like, why would people want to see you? He's a terrible performer. That was a terrible performance. That was a terrible performance. Now look at when Soulja Boy and Bow Wow was out there. Let me type that in, because Bow Wow and Soulja Boy was out there and they was turned up. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. Bow Wow, SeaWorld. They was turned up. Look at Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. They was turned up out there. They engage in the crowd. They running around the stage. I'd rather see this. I'd rather see Soulja Boy and Bow Wow on stage. I don't want to see no knock-kneed Puerto Rican with bad energy, no swag, no hits. All of his hits were from people who gifted him hits. I don't want to see him. I want to see Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. The kids are going to be invested. I'm going to be invested. Look, they got energy on stage. They got presence on stage. They're getting people involved. This is a show, Fat Joe. Not what you did on stage. You look like a slob on stage. You didn't do no work. Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, they actually performing. This is a performance. Look, everybody, look, everybody's engaged. Everybody's having a good time. Look. This is how you perform, Fat Joe. This is how you perform, Fat Joe. You go around the stage. You engage with the people. You run around the stage. You dance to the music. You get people involved. You do crowd control. You call and response. Hey, y'all having a good time? If you're having a good time out there, let me hear you say, "Ayo, ayo." That's what you do. You don't just waddle your knock-kneed ass across the stage and perform trash song after trash song after trash song that people don't want to hear. That's what you did, Fat Joe. You're a terrible performer. This is how you're supposed to do it. Look, they're doing happy birthday for the kids. They having cake and ice cream. This is a performance. You see how Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, they had it turned in there. Oh, look, they got the crowd screaming. Everybody's happy. Yeah, man, it was a good time. Your show was trash, Fat Joe. Your show was trash compared to that. Your show was absolutely. Let's play that. Let's do that. We gotta run that back. Look, everybody's sitting down. Nobody's interested in your trash music. You're performing for kids, you fat slob. You're performing for kids. You knock-kneed Puerto Rican. Do a family-friendly show. Have some decorum. You're performing for kids and baby seals. Why are you rapping about having 100 guns and 100 clips?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Are you that tone deaf? Are you that inconsiderate of the kids, of the parents? Sinclair says tickets for SeaWorld is $59. So hey, listen, that's not a bad price. Hey, you get to see the the whales and the orcas and all the other stuff included, the rides or whatever. Then you get a rap show. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not a bad price. I gotta look that up. Sinclair says performing near dirty water and sick mammals. Performing on a platform where the seals eat fish. Yeah, listen, man. Fat Joe, he don't mind. Fat Joe, he don't mind as long as he can get a buck. I'm sure if one of the SeaWorld workers threw him a fish, he'll eat it like an orca. I'm sure if somebody threw him a bone, he would have ate it. Listen, Let me see. There's other footage of him there. Hold on. Let me see. Fat Joe. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see this. Let me see. Because he is knock-kneed. This is him walking out the airport. Like, you see, he has bad knees. So, that's probably why he can't really run around the stage. But Fat Joe, if that's the case, then maybe you shouldn't perform. Stop taking people's money. They're saying this is Fat Joe. All I need was Fat Joe performed at SeaWorld, and I laughed. And people are clowning it. They're talking about him. But yeah, he's such a terrible performer. I can't get over how terrible of a performer he is. Most people would be respectable and say, you know what, I'm not performing at my best like I used to. I'm not really, as good as I used to. I used to be a hell of a performer. I used to really do an incredible job as far as being a performer. I won't take you guys' money because I don't want to cheat the fans. I don't want to cheat the audience. I want to do a great job. Fat Joe has no shame. Fat Joe has no shame taking your money. He has no shame taking your bread, And let me look that up. Let me see if what Sinclair said is right. Let me see what them SeaWorld tickets is looking like. SeaWorld tickets. SeaWorld tickets. Is it $59? Yeah, it's about 50. Yeah, about $57. Yeah, $57. Yeah. About $57. Skip the line, $76. Would you pay to see Fat Joe? Would you pay to see Fat Joe? Would you pay to see him, you know? Or would you want maybe him to hop in the tank with the orcas? Swim around, you know? Would you pay to see Fat Joe? I want to know. You know, me personally, if I went to one of those shows, I would just go to see the attractions. I don't think I would go to see Fat Joe. That Bow Wow and Soulja Boy show, I definitely would have went to that. I definitely would have went to that. That would have been fun. That looked like it was fun. Yeah, this is in San Diego. Okay, so yeah, so it's about $57 to go. You know, skip the line at the park. $70. Okay. Oh, this is the city pass. The city pass is $178. Wow. Okay, so yeah, it was about $59, about $60, like Sinclair said. Yeah, man. Listen, man. You know, SeaWorld, they doing what they need to do. They pimping out Fat Joe, putting them on the stage. You know, taking it to the stage. But yo, let me know what you guys think of Fat Joe at SeaWorld. I just want to come on here and talk about Fat Joe at SeaWorld. There's nothing else really here to talk about here. But let me know what you guys think of Fat Joe at SeaWorld. I'll probably come on and actually maybe if I could do more. Or maybe I should because there is some other things that I do need to talk about. And maybe I'll just chop it up. Apparently, because we'll get back to the Fat Joe. Apparently, Shannon Sharpe has settled his lawsuit. Let me get into that because we're not gonna just talk about Fat Joe. Man, I'm here. I'm doing a live. Let's talk a little bit about other things. Shannon Sharpe settles lawsuit with the young temptress that was pretty much extorted him. He settled the lawsuit. Now listen, I think that this Shannon Sharpe had to settle because I think that the evidence was it didn't make him look guilty, but it did make him look, really bad. You had the audio with him talking about choking her in public. It didn't look well. It didn't look good. Maybe we could play that. Let's play that audio of him talking about choking her out. Let me see if we can find that. Shannon Sharpe talking about choking Shorty out. It sounded bad. Shannon Sharpe audio choking. See if we can play that. There you go. Yeah, he was wilding.
You deserve the best.
He was definitely wilding in those clips. He was definitely out of line. He was definitely out of pocket. But let's go. I just want to get a quick refresher.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you.
Yeah, it sounded bad. It sounded bad. Do I think that Shannon Sharpe was choking this woman? Do I think that he was beating on her? I don't believe that. I don't believe that he was beating on this woman. I don't think he was beating on this girl at all. But the perception in court, and people listen to these words and they hear him threaten her. People can't separate fact and fiction. if there's reasonable evidence that you are allegedly threatening her, that's good enough for a public opinion. That's good enough. You know, here you are, you're talking about choking her, you're talking about beating her. So I think it was in his best interest for him to settle this case.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Sinclair says, I personally don't believe he's guilty of SA, but the optics of the situation would have cost him. I agree.
I don't.
I agree. I agree. I think the optics of it is why he settled. I don't think if he had if she didn't have this audio of him talking about choking her, I don't believe he would have settled this case. I think he would have fought this case because Tony Busby, everybody knows Tony Busby is a scam artist. He's an ambulance chaser. Everybody has Tony Busby pegged of what he is. They know all of the cases he has on Diddy. They're all trumped up. The feds refuse to use any of those cases that Tony Busby had. People know Tony Busby is an ambulance chaser. So, you know, in that regard, you know, I truly believe that if she didn't have this audio, that she really wouldn't have anything. But it's the fact that she has this audio of him at least threatening her. Now, I can kind of read conversations. When he's saying these things to her, it's really in a joking manner. It's really in just. It's not really in a manner of, bitch, like he don't sound like Ike Turner to me, is what I'm trying to say. He doesn't sound like an Ike Turner. He doesn't sound like, bitch, you better iron my damn slacks. Bitch, when I come home, I'm a beat the brakes off. He don't sound like Ike Turner to me. He don't sound like that to me. He sounds like he's saying this stuff in jest. He sounds like he's just saying this stuff, you know, in a joking manner. But she's trying to, you know, remember, she's recording this. She's trying to make it sound more than what it is.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Mm.
I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
I don't think you have a choice. He kind of fried himself. He would, you know, that's what, you know, he was just talking too much. He's talking too damn much. So he settled the lawsuit. Now I don't know how much he paid her. I am curious to know how much he paid her. I'm very curious to know, and I'm willing to bet he'll be back at ESPN soon. We'll talk a little bit about that later. But she retired from OnlyFans. Shannon Sharp accuser retires from OnlyFans. She retired from OnlyFans. Let's put that up. Shannon Sharp accuser quits OnlyFans. She retired from OnlyFans after cashing out. Gabrielle Zaninga quits OnlyFans after cashing out $50 million Shannon Sharp lawsuit. Now, I want to know how much he paid her. Did Shannon Sharp give her $50 million? I need to know now. I need to know. Did he cash her out? Did he cash her out?
Fire! 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 Fire!
Yeah, I want to know if he cashed her out now. I'm curious now. I'm curious to know if he cashed her out. $50 million. I mean, really? It's a lot of bread. Now, I don't think she got $50 million, but, you know, still, you know, to retire from OnlyFans, I'm sure she was making a lot of money off of OnlyFans. This whole case, because this whole case was is this the girl? I believe this is the girl. Yeah, this is the girl. I mean, she was making a lot of money, I'm sure, off of OnlyFans. You know, she was getting $50,000 for each cheek from Shannon Sharp. So one would think, you know, she was making some bread. She was making some good money over there. She's making some pretty good coin at that point, at that particular time, you know. But to retire from OnlyFans, you know, I'm thinking, she probably got 10 million. She probably got 10. Remember, he wanted this case to go away for about 10 million. Let me see if I can pull that up. Shannon Sharp, he was willing to give her 10 million at one point. Shannon Sharp, tries to settle for 10 million. He tried to settle the case for 10 million at one point. Yeah, here you go. Davis previously said Shannon Sharp offered the woman 10 million before the lawsuit was filed. So she could have gotten anywhere from 10 million to at least 40 or 10 to 30 million dollars. I believe Shannon Sharp cashed her out. From anywhere from upwards of $10 million, because he wanted this thing to go away a long time ago. He didn't want this case to settle. You got to remember, Shannon Sharp has a lot going on. Well, at the time he had a lot going on. It's kind of settled down a little bit now because, you know, the lawsuit. But he had a lot going on. You know, he had Nightcap. Am I lagging on my side? Hold on, y'all. Let me know if I'm lagging, because on my phone, like, I'm lagging. Hold on, y'all. I'm not sure if I'm lagging. Am I lagging, y'all? Let me know if I'm lagging. Give me 1 second. Oh, so many commercials on my phone. Okay, we're back. Okay, I'm not lagging. All right, so yeah, but you know, he tried to make this case go away for $10 million. They decided to go full swing ahead. So, you know, she got cashed out. Now what Shannon Sharp is going to have to look out for, because we've seen this before. Remember, Diddy cashed out Cassie, and he gave her anywhere upwards of $30 million. The issue here, Shannon Sharp, is, will you have more people coming forward on you? Okay, you cashed this woman out, you settled this case. Will this open up more cases now? Because what happens is, when people find out that you are willing to pay, that you're willing to cash out, you're willing to do what you need to do to make this thing settle, you may have other people who come forward on you and may want to go further with the lawsuits and may want to sue you as well. So Shannon Sharp, you know, I think he'll be back at ESPN. I think he'll be back at his job. But the issue is, what happens from here? Will we see more? Will we see more lawsuits? We may see more lawsuits, because now, you know, essentially people smell the blood in the water. They see that you're willing to pay. They see that you're willing to cash out. You're willing to you know, pay people who are accusing you. So he may be facing more lawsuits, and ESPN may say, well, listen, you know, we rode with you with the first lawsuit, but, you know, if there's going to be more lawsuits and more litigation in terms of, you know, sex crimes and you violating women, we may want to back away from you. You know, we may want to back away from you. Yeah, but she has, in my opinion, I think he cashed her out from upwards of 10 to 20 million to 30 million dollars. I'm gonna say from 30 to 20 million dollars. I think he cashed her out. He cashed her out. He cashed her out. He cashed her out for at least 20 to 30 million dollars. Listen, man, he was paying 50K for each butt cheek, for each ashy butt cheek. He was paying 50K for each ashy butt cheek. So now, you know, he paid for the whole thing now. You know, he paid for the whole thing. It's crazy. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. What else is going on? There's nothing really else going on. We talked about Obama yesterday. Obama said, you know, gay mentors, young boys should have gay mentors. I don't really want to get into that again. What else should we get into before I close it out? Because I just came on here to talk about Shannon. I just came on here to talk about Fat Joe. Ellen DeGeneres says she's moved to UK with wife due to Trump re-election. Come on, Ellen. First it's Rosie O'Donnell. Now it's Ellen. Like, is America really that bad? Are you really having that? You're a multi-millionaire in America. Are you really having that bad of an experience in America? A lot of these liberals, they're clowns. They're absolutely clowns. Here you have people in America who are struggling to pay their bills. They're struggling to pay their mortgages. They're struggling to buy groceries. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They have real problems in a Donald Trump America. Real issues. People on governmental assistance. You got illegal immigrants running away from ICE. People are having real issues in America. And here you have an Ellen DeGeneres, a multi-millionaire. She's living in plush, gated communities, away from the common riffraff, away from the criminal aspects of life, away from the criminals, away from the offenders, away from all of that criminal element. And you're acting like a Donald Trump America is so bad. Like, what is wrong with you? Fire! 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 So tone deaf. Absolutely tone deaf. Absolutely tone deaf. Sinclair says, have you seen Ellen lately? She looks like a cancer victim. Really? Is she she may be going through something. Hold on, let me see. I haven't seen her lately. Let me see if I can pull up a new picture of her. Ellen. Let's do Ellen DeGeneres. Hold on. Oh, I'm bugging. I'm bugging. New pictures. My fault. I just want to see her new pictures. Her new pictures. Yeah. I mean, she looks kind of well, yeah, right here. I see what you're saying right here. This one, yeah. Well, they're claiming it's a new hairstyle. That's what E is saying. Ellen DeGeneres debut. Is this year? Oh, this is 2020. Okay, this is 2020. Hold on. Go back. Because Sinclair saying she looks kind of like she's sick or something. Let me see. I mean, she kind of looks like she's always looked. You know, just more aged up, you know. Is this her right here? When was this? This is in 2024. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. She does look a little, yeah. Now, this is 2024. This is 2024. But you got to remember, Sinclair, this is Ellen DeGeneres without the show. This is Ellen DeGeneres without the makeup, without the hair, you know, without the you know, without all the, you know, the glam. She probably just woke up, threw some water on her face. So maybe like the times that you're seeing her, like, you know, she's a you know, she likes to, you know, bite the carpet. You know, she don't wear makeup every day. You know, she thinks she a real nigga, you know? Yeah, I think it's just her aging. You know, I don't think she's sick. I don't know, and if she is, you know, condolences to her. Hope she's doing well. But she doesn't look sick to me. She looks like she's just, you know, aging. Sinclair says, what are my thoughts on the Jamal White kidnapping? I'm not up to date on that. The Jamal White kidnapping. Jamal White kidnapping. I'm not up to speed on that. Milwaukee man charged in the connection with the abduction of now recovered Jamal White. Let me see if I could watch a story on that. Yeah, I've seen that picture of that young boy, but I wasn't up to speed. I'm not up to speed on that story. Let me see if I can get up to speed on it real quick. Jamal White, Milwaukee story. Maybe we could yeah, maybe we could get up to speed on that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me see.
My money keeps growing.
Savings growing?
Uh-huh.
Checking.
Yeah, I'm not up to speed on it. I did see that picture of that young boy, but I don't know the story. I don't know the story. Give me 1 second. Let me just watch it real quick.
Jewelry. That's what prosecutors say 2 men and a teen wanted when they abducted a 7-year-old boy at gunpoint last week.
And as Sam Kramer explains, the boy's mother is also in jail tonight.
Wow.
As the 7-year-old boy passes by on his bicycle Friday night, court documents show the people in this white Jeep weren't on Houston Street just by happenstance. This was a planned robbery that quickly escalated into something more. Thursday, prosecutors charged 25-year-old Corey Williams with kidnapping and taking hostages. The criminal complaint says Williams admitted to taking the license plate off his girlfriend's Jeep to help as part of a plan to rob the boy's mother. Williams told police this was all the 14-year-old's idea. The reason why? Williams said the boy's mother, identified as 25-year-old Siobhan Williams, is a, quote, well-known drug dealer who flaunted money on FaceTime calls with the 14-year-old. As of Thursday night, she is not charged in this case. When Williams, the 14-year-old, and a 38-year-old man in the Jeep did not see her, they pivoted, chasing at the boy's father with handguns before taking the 7-year-old boy and driving away. The complaint says Corey Williams then called Siobhan Williams nearly 40 times between 7:33 Friday night and 2:39 Saturday morning. The trio demanded $100,000 in jewelry in exchange for the boy. The complaint adds the 7-year-old boy told police he heard his mom on the phone say she'd come pick him up, but never did. Milwaukee police found the boy and Williams Saturday afternoon near 39th and Lloyd. Police used a database to track the Jeep, which had been seen elsewhere with license plates. It's owned by Williams' girlfriend, who led police to him. Prosecutors say Williams then confessed and named his 2 accomplices, who are not yet charged. Meanwhile, a search warrant for the 14-year-old's home says Siobhan Williams was uncooperative and left the scene as detectives were looking for her son. It goes on to say her actions, quote, impeded the police investigation and slowed investigator efforts to quickly and safely locate and recover the boy from his abductors. Public records show she's in custody at the Milwaukee County Jail. The district attorney tells Fox 6 that charges are pending. Reporting in Milwaukee, Sam Kramer.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this full story. I really just chalk it up to, people really shouldn't be having kids. That mother is a clown. Listen, we can get to the criminals. We can get to the criminals and the people who were the criminal aspects of all of this. But in reality, man, a lot of people should not have kids. Having a kid is a responsibility. Having a kid is something that you should be taking seriously. And I really chalk it up to that. This woman is an idiot. Look, criminals are going to be criminals. The fact that even these idiots kidnapped this young boy. I mean, that's just egregious in its own right. But my issue more than anything is with the damn kid's mother. I have more issue with the kid's mother more than anything. Yeah. Sinclair said the boy's father ran in the house, coward, his dad ran in the house and left his son outside. Yeah, that was another thing. That's, and it goes into what I said, Sinclair. A lot of people don't need kids. Having a kid is a responsibility. It's something that you need to be taking seriously. And a lot of people don't understand when you have a kid that your life is no longer important. You're now living for someone. You have a small life force that is now dependent on you, that is in need of you, that needs things from you, that wants things from you. Your life is no longer, because when you're single or when you don't have kids, you can kind of live life freely. You can go about, you can do what you need to do. You can kind of, you can kind of do what you need to do and be about yourself. Everything is about you when you don't have children. But when you have kids, you have a responsibility. Your life is no longer the most dominant or the most important thing. Your kids' lives become more important than your own. And I really just chalk it up to that a lot of people don't need to be having kids. You're not ready for the responsibility. You're not ready. And I hope CPS never returns that kid back to that home. That kid needs to go to a home where he's going to be loved. He's going to be cared for. He's not going to get kidnapped in broad daylight. I feel sorry for the kid more than anybody in this story. Everybody need to go to jail. Yeah, but that's just my opinion on this whole story. It's sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. But I wasn't up to speed on this story. And yeah, man, I hope that that kid finds a home where he's going to be looked after. But like I said, a lot of people don't need to be having kids, man. Having a kid is a responsibility. Your life no longer becomes important. Your life is about your children. I even hear. I seen one video when it was a young mother and she was complaining about, I never get to have time alone. I always got to watch my kid. Yes. Yes, idiot. When you have kids, your life is no longer important. It's not about you going out the club, you getting your hair and your lashes done, you doing this and you doing that. No. All of your time is devoted to your kids. I have friends with kids. I don't see my friends like I used to anymore because I understand they got kids. They got to be with their kids. They got to be, they got to take care of their kids. They got to take their kids to school. They got to make sure they go to the recital. They got to make sure they go to the spelling bee. They got to make sure they go to the parent teacher night. They got to make sure they do this for their kids. Your life becomes about your kids. So people, some people don't need to have kids because they don't have the responsibility and they don't have the responsibility to take care of that accountability of doing that. And I really chalk it up to that. Eco, salute to Eco. He says, "Yo, I just sent you something. Where did you send it to me at? Tell me where you sent it to me at. Where did you send it to me? Yeah, let me know. Where did you send it to me at? Let me know where you send it. Is it on Instagram? Is it on Twitter? Let me know where you sent it to me at. Let me see. Let me go on Instagram first. Let me see if you sent it to my Instagram. No Instagram. No Instagram. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, iMessage. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Family man charged in fatal stabbing of... Oh, man. I don't know if I want to get into this. This fatal man of charged of self-defense in newly released video. Let me just look at the story. Hold on. Family and man charged with fatal stabbing twins claim self-defense after newly released video. New video that is being shared by the family of the man charged for attacking twin sisters. Oh, man. Reflection. There's no video of this, right? I hope there's no video of this. Because I don't want to see the video of this. This might be a little too graphic for YouTube. Let me see something. Yeah, this might be a little too graphic for YouTube, especially if it's is there a video to this? It's not, right? Yeah, I don't want to see no video of that. Oh, they lied about the stabbing. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see. Where is this? Channel 12. Fire! Hold on. Bronx News 12. Let me see if I could let me send it to my hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I can't find it on it. Family man charged in let me see. Family man charged in fatal stabbing of twins claims. There you go. I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is it. Give me 1 second. Wait for this commercial to play. Give me a second, y'all. Damn, why is this commercial so damn long? Come on. What's with these commercials, man? Hurry up with these damn commercials. The rest of the YouTube. Oh, now it stopped. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can find it on YouTube because this is crazy. Oh, now my screen froze. Hold on. Give me 1 second, man. I do got a lot of tabs open. Gee whiz. What's going on? All right. Bronx News 12. Family man charged. Stabbing. Brooklyn. Here we go. Oh my goodness. What just happened? I need some pop-up blockers on my phone, on my computer. This is ridiculous. Ah, come on. All right, y'all. I think I'm just gonna skip that story because I can't for some reason, and it's like this website is freezing my screen as well. Hold on, my screen is getting frozen. Give me 1 second, man. My screen is froze. I can't even. Hold on, man. All right, y'all. Yeah, my screen was froze. My screen was froze. So my screen was froze. Give me 1 second. All right. Family man charged. Stabbing. Twins. All right. Hopefully there's no like graphic stuff on here where it's like showing something crazy. Right.
New video shared by the family of V.O. Kelly, the man charged for attacking twin sisters outside of a Park Slope deli, is being used for claims of self-defense. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Amanda Bossard. News 12's Morgan Scott is on the scene where Samaya Spain was killed and her sister Sanaya was stabbed in her arm just over a year ago, with a closer look at that new video, Morgan.
You know, I don't want to get into this because I think I heard about this story. I don't want to get in. This is two young girls. They lost their lives in this thing, right? I don't think I want to get into this, bro. I don't want to get into this, bro. Hey, listen, y'all. I'm gonna close